The NFL is a weird league. Like, if you really think about it, like, there's just so much weirdness that gets packed into every week. Like, people's ACLs explode, coaches get thrown under the bus, quarterbacks get thrown under the bus. Like, it's just it's a drama. It's such a drama, and we're here for it. We're here for all of the juicy details and all of the fixins. And that's what we're talking about today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Haymakers, predicting the NFL. I am Nikki V. That's Voice of Reason.
Hello.
And that other person is Leah the Squirrel. And that other person is Leah the Squirrel.
I said hi, but I was muted.
You gotta stop doing that.
I've been awake for all of 10 minutes.
Dang it. Don't worry. It was seamless. Nobody noticed. So yeah, the NFL is happening, and I am a pillar of salt right now.
Oh, I bet you are. We'll get to winners and losers, but let's have a look at how we did. And oh, look, Nikki's still winning.
Yay, Nikki's still winning. 2 for 2.
Yep, went 11-5. Leah, you went 10-6. Actually, you had a streak towards the end, getting the Cowboys, Washington, the Dolphins, Saints, and Steelers. Only one of us to pick the Steelers.
Yep.
I went 9-7, and the coin went 7-9.
Yeah, I would just like to point out, Voice was the only person who predicted the Giants to beat the Cardinals, and really, like, that just kind of reflects poorly on all.
I think that's more to do with the Week 1 thrashing the Giants took.
Sure. Yeah.
That is fair.
And also, anybody else? Oh, Leah was the only one who picked the Falcons.
And the Steelers.
Falcons gonna Falcon.
And the Steelers. Yep. Good job.
Steelers going to Super Bowl, Falcon gonna Falcon.
Well, well, by that logic, the Packers gonna Falcon.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
oddly enough, despite the fact that I won the week, I don't think I had a single thing where I was the only one who picked a winner, unless you count the Chiefs over the Jaguars, and even then, the coin agreed with me.
Yeah.
Coin got the Titans.
Yeah. because the Chargers have no defense, they can't hold a lead.
I think we all collectively forgot to account for the fact that the Chargers are the Chargers.
Fair.
And do Chargers things.
Yeah. Speaking of chargering it, let's talk about winners and losers.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
I'll go first because mine's not very controversial.
Okay, go right ahead.
To all players, you keep playing until you hear the referee's whistle. Fucking idiots.
Oh wait,
How many times did we this past weekend see the players stop moving even though the whistle hadn't blown, and then someone pick the ball up and run?
Well, we had that the previous week with the Jags Colts game, and then this week was the Jets game, the Jets Cowboys.
I think it was. Oh no! Wait, no. There was also the mega fumble, as I'm calling it.
Oh right.
Boing 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 boing. Halfway up the field.
Like, someone needs to play that clip, but with Sonic sound effects.
Mine.
Tree has probably already done it.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. I've seen his video.
Oh, he hasn't. Oh.
Dang it.
But he separated off the Steelers video, which means
the greatest game.
Yes, and it's also another Monday night one too.
Monday night. Oh, Days of Our Steelers. Yeah.
Someone has already forgotten the bullshit.
So that's your loser for this week?
Yeah, basically players doing dumb shit on the field.
Gotcha. But who's your winner for the week?
I don't really have a winner. The teams that won. Yeah.
How about the NFC East? They all won.
Fair.
Yeah, I think the NFC East is perfectly undefeated except for the Giants.
Yes.
Who their only loss came to another NFC East team. So That barely counts.
Yeah, and technically also the NFC South, but with the exception of the Panthers, who lost to, to two NFC South teams.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, how about you? Who are your winners and losers?
My winner for the week is the Falcons. Like, look at you, Bijan Robinson. You might actually win Offensive Player of the Year this year. Like, that is not crazy, I don't think. Like, if the Falcons go like 12-5, and like Ritter is Desmond Mitter, like, and Bijan just kind of like carries this team to the playoffs like Adrian Peterson did during his 2,000-yard season, does he win Offensive Player of the Year? I think that's on the table.
I think something else is on the table. The ultimate meme Super Bowl.
I'm here for it.
Falcons versus the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
We would never hear the end of it from one of the teams.
Yeah. I mean, once the playoffs start, anything's possible.
Yeah.
And then my loser for the week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do you have that written down? I'm just curious if you have everything written down.
I don't have everything written down. I went to go get Froyo instead to, like, make myself not sad.
Okay, fair enough.
And also to make Teddy happy.
Aw.
Teddy wanted Froyo.
So talk about the Bears.
Can I talk about Teddy more? That makes me way more happy.
So you have to talk about your loser.
Okay, fine. like every single person on that team should be on the hot seat right now. Like, Matt Eberflus is bound and determined to make Justin Fields an NFL pocket passer, and I think he would have more success trying to make me an NFL pocket passer. It feels like he's just completely told Justin Fields, stop improvising runs, because the only runs that he did during the last game were ones that led directly up the middle on design runs that led straight into a linebacker's open mouth. Like, it was so dumb. And Fields is not exempt from this either, because he has like 3 good throws in him per game. And the other 30 look like prime Tim Tebow.
See, I think the issue is he's had a couple years of being forced to be a pocket passer when he isn't. So that's like stunted his growth in passing the way he likes to. Which is clearly on the move, moving alongside the person he's passing to.
Right. Like, and that would be great, but also the O-line is still really having trouble, which I thought that
our O-line has always sucked.
Yeah, but this year we drafted Darnell Wright, and we picked up Nate Davis, and it looked like it was maybe not coming together, but like we were putting pieces together to make it not shit. And then today, Justin Fields does a press conference, and they ask him, "What do you think the problem is?" And he goes, "It might be coaching."
Might be?
I mean,
first of all, yes, you are correct. But second off, yikes. People don't say that.
But at a certain point, you gotta.
You do gotta, and now it's going to be really interesting to see, because he's already started backtracking it a little bit, but it's going to be really interesting to see if, like, other players start sticking up for him, because, like, he seems well-liked by the rest of the team, so at some point it might come down to a decision, either keep Justin Fields or keep Matt Eberflus, and if that's the case, I know which one I'd rather keep.
Well, given that whole stuff, regarding Fields and the coaches, one coach we know is not going to be there
is Bears defensive coordinator Alan Williams, who seemingly retired out of nowhere. Now, there have been things said about why he retired, and most of it is not due to the fact that Baker Mayfield carved him up like a goddamn turkey. There's some really sketchy shit that's been coming out over the last few hours about, like, the FBI getting sent to his house and to the Bears facilities, and there have also been reports denying everything. this also makes things really funny because, well, not funny, but an ironic thing about it is that Charles Tillman, Bears legend, probably the best Bears player of the last 10 years, became an FBI agent.
Hmm.
Like the whole, like not like an honorary thing. No, he went to Quantico. He got approved in everything. He has the name badge.
Cool.
But yeah. So right now, I'm going to hold off on saying whether or not Alan Williams did some really bad things because people are like denying that it happened. But I'm also noticing that nobody is wanting to break the news about why exactly he retired, and that usually happens when somebody wants to make sure they get the story exactly right because the story is really bad and they don't want to fuck it up.
Mm.
So, concern.
Right.
I like there's a couple of reasons why you would randomly retire that aren't bad.
Yeah. I mean,
And
who's that Bills
I-
player
as-
who retired in the middle of a game?
Oh,
I-
I have to look up that. I have to look up one of Jaguar Gators' videos for that.
Mm-hmm.
as an example, like a person might get hurt, like they're partway through their career, they're already living fairly comfortable, and they know they can live comfortable for the rest of their life. They might just get hurt one more time and be like, "No, I
Not
don't want
worth.
to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to walk with my kids and such."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, that is the reason. For other people, it's just like, I'm sick of the bullshit of the NFL, i.e. the drama and such.
There is plenty of bullshit within the Bears organization, so...
Yeah.
Not just the Bears organization.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about a Bears coach up and retiring
Oh,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm more saying that, like, I'm more saying in general, because
Sure.
I'm talking in general, so I don't
Yeah.
so it doesn't sound like I'm saying, oh no, this is exactly why it happened.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There. All right. Well, in that case, I'll move on to my winners and losers. My winner is a loser, technically. It's the Rams.
The Rams look better than anybody was expecting.
Yeah, going toe-to-toe with the 49ers, who are pretty much destined to, like we said, like I said last week, are pretty much destined to get the number one overall seed in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their offense is looking a lot better. I think they figured things out. Puka Nacua might win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's close to. I think he's on pace to beating Michael Thomas's reception record.
I think he's something like he's on pace for like 200 receptions, which is not at all sustainable, but I'm here for it.
Right. My loser for the week, the Jaguars. Ugh. That was
Remember when I said that the Chiefs-Jaguars game was going to be game of the week, undisputed?
Yeah.
They disputed it.
Oh, that was an ugly ass game. The Jaguars, no touchdowns. I don't think they even got into the red. I think their red zone offense was just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Ridley was held only to like 33 yards. The best receiver, if I recall, going back to that game, I think was
I got it right here. Christian Kirk actually went for 11 receptions for 110.
Right. Yeah. 11 for 110, but no touchdowns for the entire game. The rushing offense, nothing from ETN or Dearness Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an ugly game. Overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jaguars made it to the red zone twice, including once all the way to the, I think the 5-yard line. That would be a 22-yard field goal.
Yeah.
And came up with field goals.
Yeah.
Like, rule of thumb, don't try to win against the Chiefs with just field goals.
Right. You need to score touchdowns.
Yes.
Which hopefully wait, I forgot who's playing the Chiefs this week. Never mind.
Oh, no.
But anyway, we got winners and losers out of the way. Now it's time to move into the week 3, and we're going to start with a slaughter. Thursday night, Giants taking on the 49ers.
Oh, man. Well, Giants, you managed to engineer an actually pretty alright comeback against the team that everybody thought was going to have the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Now you're playing Brock, I'm still undefeated in the regular season Purdy.
Yeah, and
have fun.
What's even sadder is this isn't actually according to DraftKings, it isn't the largest spread.
You shut your mouth.
Okay, currently minus 10.5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not the biggest spread, but
yeah. Yes, Caesars has it at 10. Yeah. But oh no, there's something worse coming.
I know, I saw it.
Actually, there's two. There's 2 of them.
And they're back to back. Oh.
See, it doesn't do that. Like, I'm looking at the ESPN app, and I have like the Bears as my favorite team, so like it puts it right up at the top.
I'm still using that one particular sports book because I've got it bookmarked and I'm too lazy to go find another one. And as long as I'm not putting down bets, it doesn't matter.
I mean, fair.
But yeah, this is lined up for the Giants are being lined up for the slaughter. Do we say triple it at this point?
Honestly, I think this is gonna sound a little weird, but I feel like this is the kind of game that's gonna end like 24-13, and but it'll start with the 49ers scoring the first 24 unanswered. And then they just kind of coast to the finish line. So I'm going to say don't double it, but I will later.
I'm going to say 24-14.
Isn't that exactly what I just said?
No, you said 24-13.
Damn it.
You said they missed a kick. I'm willing to give the Giants 2 extra points.
Nah, I'm
By the way, I think me and you are both agreeing that those touchdowns come in garbage time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm disagreeing with you both. I'm predicting a 38-7 slaughter.
Fair. But we're all saying the 49ers are winning.
Yes.
Even the coin.
Even the coin agrees. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Sunday. First game: Falcons taking on the Lions. Lions, of course, lost a heartbreaker in overtime to the Seahawks, which was the game of the week again, like the game they played last time. Falcons, like we said, looking pretty good.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Good on you.
Yeah. They might make the playoffs again.
Maybe. Granted, one of those wins came against the Panthers, and like we said, the other one was a very, very close game to the Packers. But you know what? I do have to say, it feels like they're building something kind of cool in Atlanta.
Yeah, Arthur Smith's stash has got something there.
I trust Arthur Smith's mustache. I don't know about you. But now it's going to be Arthur Smith's mustache versus, Dan Campbell's
Jaws.
Kneecap biting. Yeah. Jaws. There you go. That's a good way to put it. But I think I'm going to take the Falcons.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I've been on a little bit of a Lions kick. I feel like I've been being like, oh yeah, the Lions can do no wrong. But, I like what I'm seeing from this Falcons team. And their steadfast refusal to do anything for fantasy football players besides give the ball to Bijan Robinson and let him cook.
Kyle Pitts who? Kyle Pitts who?
Never heard of him.
I'm also picking the Falcons, but I think the Lions have been slightly overrated.
So, maybe so. Everybody kind of simultaneously agreed. Okay, so the Packers are in transition, the Vikings are frauds, and the Bears are ass cheeks. I guess
Bears
that
are
kind
the
of
Bears.
I guess that kind of just leaves the Lions to win the division. And I feel like basically all of the NFL predicting people kind of came to that same conclusion.
Mm.
Like everyone's going, oh, the Lions must be good because the rest of their division is bad or in transition.
Yeah, and the Lions are moving towards being up. I mean, they nearly made the playoffs last year, so
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm
Tracks.
assuming the Lions are gonna make the playoffs, but I think they're gonna make the wild card, and
Sure.
I think Falcons are winning this week because honestly, I think the Falcons and the Lions are in that same like fighting for playoff contention.
They both got a lot of moxie.
Yes.
It's up
got a
to
lot of gusto.
yeah. It's up to this week to find out who's moxier. And the coin and I agree with the Lions taking this one. I believe the spread is like close on this one.
Lions -3.
Yeah, that's it. Not too bad. All right. Next game, the choke bowl. Chargers taking on the Vikings.
This one is one that Vegas has no idea who's going to choke hardest, and it is a pick'em.
Wow. Woohoo.
Double it.
How do you double a pick'em?
It's
plus
basically
-0.
-0.
Okay.
On the sports book I'm using, it's actually -1 to the Chargers.
Ooh.
Which one am I using? Like,
Well, you're
ESPN
using
just
Caesars,
has
right?
some. Yeah, ESPN uses Caesars. Although eventually they are going to start having their own bet.
Oh yeah.
Because they bought out Barstool.
Right.
But yeah. Like, I have a feeling that the Chargers are on, like, if the Chargers lose this game, do you think Brandon Staley gets fired? I think that the odds of it are pretty good because, like,
yeah,
they were talking about firing him last season.
Right.
After he like choked against the Jaguars.
Yeah, and just let Kellen Moore run everything.
Yeah, I guess that would make him the next man up. It would explain why he took that job, because like it felt like he was basically being groomed to be the head coach of the Cowboys after Mike McCarthy would inevitably get fired, but apparently like he knows exactly where the same bodies are that Jason Garrett did. So like it feels like the only way that they would lure him away from Dallas would be with a team that is about to have a head coaching vacancy.
Right.
See also Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
Is Ron Rivera.
I pretty much agree with you, but I think it's going to be like next week. If next week isn't decent, that's when they're like, this is the week they tell him like,
look,
like you
Brandon,
lost, you need to start winning. We don't need you to win constantly. We just need you to win sometimes. You're fired.
You literally have a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. Fucking play like it. We don't need to get bopped by the Titans.
You guys made Ryan Tannehill look good.
Actually, they didn't. Like, Ryan Tannehill got sacked like 5 times, and Derrick Henry got held under 100 rushing yards, and they still lost. Like, what the hell?
So are we all in on the Vikings, or is someone brave enough to take the Chargers?
I'm not. I'm not brave enough to take the Chargers.
And neither
Chargers are my backup team, and I'm not taking them.
You must be in hell right now.
Very much
Bears
so.
and Chargers? Get this squirrel some help.
Fun fact, I have an old 90s or 80s Chargers jersey.
Oh, cool. Who's on the back of it? Wait, Kellen
No
Winslow?
idea.
You have no clue?
It doesn't have a... It just has numbers.
What's the
number? Jinx.
I don't know. And I don't know the year either.
If it's 80, it's Kellen Winslow, senior.
What number was Fouts? It was like 14 or something like that?
That sounds right.
All right. Anyway.
I have to go check. I'd have to go find it.
Okay, so all in on the Vikings. Next, moving on to the next NFC North team, excuse me.
Dan Fouts was 14, by the way.
Say again?
Dan Fouts was 14, by the way.
Aha! Got it.
Good job.
Thanks. All right, next NFC North team. Saints taking on the Packers. Saints beat the Panthers, which we kind of all expected.
Mm-hmm.
Packers, just short. Just short. If not for the illegal shift, they probably would have came away with a win.
They're doing it again.
Doing what again?
They have gone to another quarterback that is going to make us all very sad for the next 10 years.
Well, the NFC North, anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean by us. They can't keep getting away with it. But, yeah, the Saints, honestly, like, Derek Carr feels like he's got that team kind of rolling. Like, he had a couple of really good throws last week, especially like he has got the arm to actually make Rashid Shaheed like really valuable. Because like Shaheed's one of those guys who's just like, hey, run fast, and then he throws it and then he catches it.
Yeah. The only downside is that they need to figure out the run game because Taysom Hill can't run it all the time.
Well, they're not going to figure it out this week because Jamal Williams is hurt.
Ugh.
So I think that they are starting a rookie, Kendre Miller, because Alvin Kamara still has one more game left on his suspension.
Right.
So Packers are in that same kind of tier as the Falcons and the Lions, where they're either fighting for a division win or they're fighting for a
playoff spot.
Playoff spot of some kind. And the Saints they're gonna. It feels like they're gonna win their
division.
They're gonna win their division. If not, they're gonna very snugly win that wild card spot.
Yeah, well, we have been saying for a little while that the NFC, or before this season, the NFC East was a lot weaker than the AFC, but like now it feels like it's kind of turning around. So,
we'll also given the fact that probably stat for this week, the I forgot what the stat was, but I think the NFC is like 6-0.
The NFC is 6-0 against the AFC.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention during the Vikings game, or for the Vikings thing, they just traded for Cam Akers.
Yes, I saw that for a couple of picks though.
Yeah, like so that now their running back core is Cam Akers and Alexander Madison, which I read a tweet about that I'm about to fully steal. That is the most 20 carry, 62 yard, no touchdown running back core I have ever seen. They are going to be mid.
But anyway, Saints or Packers, who we taking?
Saints.
Packers, I think.
Huh.
Like, I think...
This is going to be a competitive game, but Saints.
Yeah. I do think it's going to be competitive, and when it gets competitive like this, I don't feel like all of us should take one team.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna try something and take the Packers. Like, I think that this is a game where Jordan Love can do pretty good against the Saints defense. That is, like, they've got Marshawn Lattimore, who's really cooking right now, but aside from that, there's not a whole lot.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next on the schedule, AFC South matchup: Texans taking on the Jaguars.
Jaguars really need to win this one.
Yeah, because Texans, again, they're doing okay despite, being, lower mid.
Mm-hmm. Like, this feels like a game right now. Like, the Jaguars are favored by 9.5. I think that the Texans can cover that.
Oh, absolutely. Once they figure out the Damian Pierce situation, they got it gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because their passing offense is surprisingly cooking.
Mm.
Like, CJ Stroud has not thrown any interceptions yet and is averaging more than 300 yards per game.
Right.
Why'd you have to go and say that?
Because they are facts.
Yeah, but remember what happened the last time we mentioned someone not throwing interceptions?
Which time was that? I have jinxed many people.
Like last week. Someone was doing really well, hadn't thrown an interception, and then whoop!
Was it Goff?
I think it was Goff. I'm not sure.
I don't think I mentioned that, but I do think that somebody, I think it was a talking point that Jared Goff had gone like a few hundred passes without a pick, and then he throws like 2.
Yeah, so blame Brandon Perna.
Yeah. Easy
one.
mistake.
If someone's on a hot streak, we do not talk about the hot streak.
Yeah, easy mistake to make. I am confused for Brandon Perna all the time.
The classic baseball rule. If someone's pitching either a no-hitter or a perfect game, you shut the fuck up about it.
Well, yes, but we don't talk about the games that happened before. Or, we this is a prediction show.
Yes, but still.
Anyway.
Same goes for season records.
Anyway, I think that, hopefully between this and, or between these two passing offenses, we can get, a game where both teams score 30 points, and I think that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I gotta see something here, because I think Nico Collins is, top 5 in receiving yards right now, and that surprises and confuses me.
He might be.
We're talking about the Jags, right? The Jags and the Texans.
Yes.
You think the Texans can get 30 points?
I think so. Nico Collins is actually top 5 in receiving yards right now.
By the way, the Texans on my sportsbook is positive 9.5.
I think I agree with Nikki. I think they'll cover it.
Yeah. I think the Jags are still going to win, but I think it's going to be close.
I really don't.
That's fine.
Yeah. That is 100% fair. All right, okay. I might have to refresh the coin flip because the coin keeps landing on heads for the home team.
Hey man, true randomness has a lot of streaks in it. Like sometimes I'll watch the roulette wheel and it has a big board that tells the last 12 things it's landed on, and it's not uncommon to see a run of 7 reds in a row.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happens.
When it's a two choice option, having it go heads, or red, very common.
Okay. Okay. All right. Moving on. Next game, Broncos taking on the Dolphins. The Broncos scored more than 16 points.
And still lost.
And the Dolphins killed someone.
Oh, no.
Also, I saw Utree's video. He does cut to Perna when it comes to the Broncos ending.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that his meltdown was art.
Delicious. As a Bears fan, I have to exist off the suffering of others.
Yeah. This is how we survive.
Mm. But yeah, Dolphins beat the Patriots. A Dolphins fan killed a Pats fan. In the stands. So
no, bad.
How
Very bad.
was that not the loser of the week?
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, because we didn't think of it, and as I established last week, this is my favorite part of the show that I never plan for.
Yeah, I don't plan for it either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I planned for it this week was because my Bears are, hilariously bad.
The advantage of not watching any sports media. I can avoid all the drama.
How I wish.
All the talking heads I do not hear.
I am so jealous.
You're
You
lucky.
don't have Stephen A. Smith's voice ringing in your head. You hear him in your nightmares.
I occasionally hear him when I run across a bad case of TikTok.
I mean, do you mean all of TikTok?
No, there's good stuff on TikTok.
I'm sure there is.
But anyway, Dolphins beat.
Utree's on TikTok.
Anyway, so Dolphins won. Broncos should have won if not for that pass interference call.
Mm-hmm.
The non-call.
Oh, that should have been. I just remembered what I came up with an idea late last night before I went to bed for what my loser was going to be. It was going to be the referees because they missed so many calls last week.
Dude, there was like 3 of them that I could think of like off the top of my head. There was the 2-point conversion at the end of that game. There was that the one in the Browns game where the dude is just straight up like getting held, and Odell Beckham just literally throwing a guy to the ground and the refs looking in the other direction.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dolphins are the favorites. Is anyone going to attempt to take the Broncos in this one?
Broncos are okay. Dolphins are good.
I feel like this is a game where afterwards Brandon Perna is going to be very sad, but like
Yes.
not in the way that he was last week, where like they basically handed him a bunch of hope and then stole it from him in the middle of the night. Like, this is just going to be a prolonged, sustained sadness. Like, I'm taking the Dolphins and the points.
Yep.
Okay, side note, like I think the coin flip thing right now is broken because it's hit 7 in a row.
How about I do coin flip?
Okay, fine.
All right.
Next,
We have a substitution in coin. Now taking the mound, Leah's coin.
Heads.
Dang it!
Son of a... 8 in a row.
All right.
And now you can't complain. Now you can't complain because it was. It's an entirely different country and computer.
I was about to say, like, you're flipping like a dollar coin.
All right.
As a gold.
Anyway, moving on. Next game, Titans taking on the Browns. Titans squeaked away an overtime win against the Chargers. The Browns,
I am happy to report that Deshaun Watson looks cooked.
So was their run game, although I think they just signed Kareem Hunt.
They did just sign Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
And Jerome Ford looks pretty good, but like thoughts and prayers to fucking Nick Chubb, who now has a leg that points that way.
Yeah.
Not that way. That way.
Yeah, you can't see which way I'm pointing because this isn't a video format, but like you can probably guess I'm not pointing in the way that legs bend.
Yeah, apparently, again, this actually happened during the broadcast. I think it was Aikman and said, okay, so apparently the footage is so gruesome, we're not going to show it. And then immediately heard, oh!
Yeah, the crowd saw it and then collectively vomited. I saw it and,
I
wish I didn't.
I'm refusing to see it because it sounds like it sounds like Sid Vicious big boot off the top rope scenario.
It's similar. It's similar. Hey, Teddy, you want to see the Nick Chubb injury?
No.
Teddy has spoken.
Good.
Nick Chubb. Injury.
Oh no. Leah's looking up the injury.
No, do not.
Do for the sake of content. So, it might be hard to find it, which is weird because like most other like bad injuries you can find on YouTube pretty quickly. Like if I want
Nope, that's his Tennessee injury.
Oh, from college?
Yeah.
It is very similar injuries, I will say. But like
Here we go. Yeah, I've seen an injury like that before. They're not fun.
Yep, they look bad. I'm gonna go ahead and say that as a hot take, that looks like a bad injury.
Yeah, I saw the. I remember the Dak Prescott injury from 2020. Like I know what. So I have a feeling I know what I'm getting into.
What I had a friend who called it something. That is that is and remember that is the crocodile knee injury because basically everything how a crocodile bites things, it bites and then it tears everything.
Yeah,
That's a good way to put it, actually.
It bites and then it tears off everything, and that's kind of what happens in that kind of injury. The leg gets trapped, and then everything in between, like the joint, gets teared
Mm-hmm.
because of just how the body is. Because there's more weight up north than there is down south.
Injury aside, can the Browns overcome not having Nick Chubb and actually beat the Titans?
Titans are terrible at the moment.
And yet, like, this offense feels like it was running through Nick Chubb. And granted, Jerome Ford isn't going to be bad. I think he's going to be an all right running back. And they're also bringing back Kareem Hunt, who, like, bringing him up to speed with the offense is not going to be hard. He was there last year.
Right.
But, like, I just feel like this team is, like, not in a good spot right now. And I'm gonna do something kind of weird. I'm gonna take the Titans.
Fair enough.
They look like they can get those gritty wins. And this feels like a game that's going to be very, very gritty.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. I think the coin did land on heads. You said right, Leah?
No, that was for the last one.
Oh, okay.
But you are correct. It is heads. I did flip it.
Okay.
9 in a row.
All right. Next, Bills taking on the Commanders. Bills finally looking like they're back in form after demolishing the Raiders. Commanders came back in a win against the Broncos.
Y'all, Sam Howell might be good.
Commanders might be freaking really good.
Yeah, let's say at the beginning of the season where Ron Rivera's like, hey, if we actually played this guy, we might have actually won a couple more games.
Frankly, Ron, I feel like that's something you should have known, like, when he got there.
But
Things you should have known before you got here.
Granted, wasn't Sam Howell like a 5th round pick or something? He went stupid late.
Yeah, like 3rd or 4th.
I'm gonna have to look this up now. What round did Sam Howell go in? Feel free to keep talking while I look up things.
Oh yeah, I'm just thinking about what to say.
Well, well, for one, Bills figured out they know how to run the ball. Give it to James Cook.
Let him cook.
And then give it to Latavius Murray for the go-ahead touchdown.
Mm-hmm. He was drafted in the 5th round. Holy shit!
Hey, we both hit the bullseye on our guesses.
You said 3rd or 4th.
Oh, what? No. I said Dan Fouts was number 14 earlier.
Yeah, and I said 5th round, and we both got those.
Oh, okay.
Different things, right? Okay. So now you've got to get one right.
So I think the betting odds they're not quite close. Bills are 7-point favorites.
I think
6.5 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the commies can cover that.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the commies can win.
Ooh, spicy.
Bold prediction.
I like it.
Not by much, but like I'm saying this is going to be like a score difference, either touchdown or in fact, bold prediction. This game's going to go to overtime.
Okay.
Ooh. I bet that there's a way to bet that. I bet there's a way to like actually predict that regulation ends in a tie.
I don't know if FanDuel has that or not.
That there is probably a sports book that does that.
Yeah. What is the coin saying about this game though?
Heads.
Commies.
Like I said.
Alrighty. Okay, then. Next
Again, like true randomness just makes it so that these things happen sometimes.
All right. Next game. Colts take it on the Ravens. Minshew's back, and the Ravens are still there.
The Ravens feel like they're actually starting to get a passing offense, which is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Speaking of scary, it's heads again.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Like we're gonna find out in like 6 hours. The Google Coin Toss app had a weird quirk lately where literally it would not stop landing on heads.
I tested it earlier. It did finally land on tails. Just now.
Yeah, I just flipped for the next game. Tails.
Oh.
We wasted tails. Now it's gonna start another streak.
Ow, darn it. But yeah, okay, so Minshew's in at a QB for allowing Anthony Richardson to rest for, concussion.
Florida man.
But the Ravens are hobbling on. I think they're trying out a couple of running backs, right? Because I think they're trying out James Robinson for one.
That wouldn't be bad.
And I forgot who the other two that they were trying out.
Ravens running back tryouts.
Yeah, you might want to look up like Ian Rappaport on that one, because I know he retweeted something earlier regarding that.
Okay, Baltimore looking for extra depth for a tryout. Ronald Jones.
Yes, Ronald Jones from Tampa. I remember he but in any case, let's see. I think most of us are
Kenyon Drake and James Robinson.
Right. Yes, those are
the usual suspects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the three of us are taking the Ravens. Is anyone going to take the Colts? Is anyone going in for Minshew Mania?
Like, Minshew can win the games you think he can win. I don't think he can beat this Ravens team.
Yeah, I was thinking similar. Like that, there are certain teams that okay, this team will 100% beat this team.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are certain teams when you think that's 100% going to happen. But if you have any doubt on if they can win or not, don't go with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next
game. It gets tricky with teams like the Falcons, though.
Right. All right. Next game.
Oh boy.
Patriots Jets. Jets are 1-1. Patriots are 0-2. Bill Belichick opened up his press conference with Jets Week.
And that's the most emotion we'll ever get out of him.
Oh, boy. Okay, I just gotta say this right now. The Jets have the worst offensive line in the league.
Yeah. I mean, they did get Aaron Rodgers killed. So
Dwayne Brown got Aaron Rodgers killed.
Yes, and he is part of their offensive line.
Good. No, specifically him. I don't have that much of a problem with Becton or ABT. Becton will hold a couple times, but it's nothing that we haven't seen from any offensive line, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Brown is probably the worst left tackle right now in the league, because he kept getting smoked by Micah Parsons.
I mean, to be fair, it's Micah Parsons, but yes, you are right.
Yeah, honestly, if the Jets just fix their offensive line, I probably would be choosing a different tune right now to the Pats game.
But here's the thing. Yes, the Jets' offensive line is booty cheeks, but we need to start talking about Mac Jones as being, a big bust. Because, this dude sucks. Mac Jones is ass. The best thing that Mac Jones has contributed to the football world is Benchwarmer Brand, his bit with Mac Jones continuously calling Tom Brady his dad.
Yeah.
He shrivels up and dies in clutch situations. He just doesn't have that much. He throws a very inaccurate ball. not he's not an NFL ready quarterback, and he's been in the league just as long as Justin Fields has.
So fun fact.
Fun
So
fact.
I'm looking at his stats.
Mm-hmm.
For every touchdown for every 2 touchdowns he's thrown at least an interception.
We're talking about Mac Jones, correct?
Yes, since 2021 to 2023, he has thrown 40 touchdowns and 26 interceptions. So if he throws two touchdowns, he's gonna throw an interception.
Yeah. Like, it's just not good.
And
This season, he's thrown 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
oh no.
It tracks.
His current rating is 88.3.
Is Bailey Zappi still on this roster? Yes, he is.
He is. Yes, he is. He was signed at post cuts.
Yeah, wait, that was weird. But yeah, Mac
Question.
Jones is on the hot seat. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Question.
I was about to ask. Do you guys think he's on the hot seat?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
This game's easy.
Wait, you're actually taking the Jets?
I am
Yeah.
also taking the Jets.
Yeah. Because I think the defense is still really good.
Yeah, I agree, but they get. But every time I agree that the Jets' defense is good, but they keep on getting exhausted because the offense can't move the ball down the field.
Well, they won't get as exhausted if the same exact thing is happening on the other side.
I don't know. I
Both
don't
teams
know.
will get exhausted.
I don't know. Quinn and I are taking the Patriots
Mm-hmm.
because
I think you're taking the Patriots because you're too scared to take the Jets.
Like
Ooh.
I'm not too scared to take the Jets because I've seen this song and dance for several
Granted.
years now.
This game is going to be ass. Like, this is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be a 16-12 game.
No, this is gonna be a
No. This is going to be a 15. This is going to be a 15-10 game.
This is gonna be a 13-6 game.
This game is going to be like low scoregami. It's going to be
Yeah.
like 11-4.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the 4:00 game. Starting off with the Panthers versus the Seahawks.
This is
Seahawks
gonna
is
be
a
an
pretty good
interesting
team.
game.
Yep, and it proves that their loss to the Rams was not a fluke. The Rams were just, oh, you're actually good now. Okay, that makes sense.
And the
Nothing
Panthers
makes
are like us.
The
Haven't got a
Panthers
win
are
yet.
the Panthers are a team that drafted the #1 overall quarterback and look like it.
Yeah, they forgot to draft an O-line with it.
I mean,
Also, I heard that Zelda in the background.
yeah, that's Teddy's ringtone. You don't have to turn it off. It's fine.
I thought Teddy was playing Zelda.
No, the ringtone is the.
Yeah, like I said, I assumed playing, not phone
Yeah.
ringtone.
All right. Anyway, Seahawks look good as ever. Panthers, no.
Look bad as ever.
Yes.
Panthers, not good. Not good.
Is the coin going to take the Panthers though?
The coin has picked heads.
Okay, they are not. Smart move.
All right.
Yeah,
but
this is one of those games that's like really simple. Like Panthers are not a good team. They're going for like tank bowl already.
and are putting up a strong case.
Go for the O-line help. They need it.
Mm.
All right, next.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this anymore.
I'm a Bears fan, and I'm not even taking the Bears.
Bears Chiefs.
I just wrote alcohol into what I'm picking. The spread on this game is 12.5.
It is the largest spread of the week.
Double it.
24.
You know what
25.
would be insane though?
Like
Bears cover
if
the spread.
if I
No,
don't make it through this game without drinking myself into a coma.
So I need to check something. So the coin has taken Bears.
No. Okay. Nikki, I think the coin has stole your alcohol.
Oh no. Give it back. I need it.
If the coin is right, though.
Like, if I was still betting, I would feel very confident in taking the Chiefs minus 12.5. I might even bump it up a little bit.
So when I do bet, I always have I make a decent sized bet on something that I'm almost certain will happen. Like this game, Chiefs versus Bears. You pick Chiefs and then you put in a decent amount of money and you don't make much back, but you make something back. And then
Sure.
I put $1 on the Bears. Because if they win, I turn that $1 into 12.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Okay.
That's kind of what I do. Tiny bets on long odds.
All right, moving on. Next is the second largest. It might as well just be the same bet. Cowboys taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals almost beat the Giants.
Can cover this.
What?
I think the Cardinals can cover this.
Really?
They are playing like a team that has been hearing for the last 6 months that they are going to lose every single game and are pissed off about it. Because they played they only lost by 4 to the Commies, and they only lost by 3 to the Giants.
Yeah, but they blew a 20-7 lead to the Giants.
They still got out to a 20-point lead against the Giants, which nobody would have expected. All I'm saying is I don't think they can win. Let's make that clear. I just think Arizona can cover 12. Maybe 8. I would take Cowboys minus 8.
I'm gonna say triple it.
Oh no. That would be 36.
With the Cowboys defense? Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah. What about the Cowboys offense?
Maybe.
Surprisingly, what's his face? Dak Prescott has not thrown any interceptions yet this season. That is surprising.
You keep saying that.
He should have when Gardner almost intercepted CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. Well, granted, part of this was because during the Giants game, he only had to throw the ball 24 times because by the time the second quarter came around, they were already up by 30. So.
Yeah. All right.
So the coin is taking the Cardinals.
Ooh.
Spicy. I love it.
All right. Moving on. Sunday night game. Steelers taking on the Raiders.
Steelers going to Super Bowl?
Steelers going to Super Bowl?
Steelers going to Super Bowl. The coin is taking the Raiders.
Oh, so he's actually on my side on this one.
We have finally started getting away teams, right?
Yes.
We have gotten a few away teams. As an example, the Bears.
Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Yes, and the Pats as well. Yeah, so I'm actually going to take the Raiders in this one. Just because chaos.
I think this is... I think the Steelers are... as you Tree says, have high-end talent.
Super Bowl.
Inaudible yins and noises.
Right.
Yeah, I will say though, their offense is cheap.
Yep.
I think that's my new favorite word. Najee Harris has rushed for 16 carries and 74 yards. Which actually isn't bad, but
it ain't good.
No, it's not good, and also that's a 4.6. Whoa, wait, hang on. That's a 4.6 yards per carry average. Why is Matt Canada not running the ball with Najee more?
Because he wants to throw it to George Pickens.
I mean, fair, but also Pickens has only caught 9 balls this season. And Pickett has thrown it 76 times.
Hmm.
Like, I get that Pickens is really good, but Pickens your battles.
Hmm.
Teddy is just shaking their head at me right now.
I am also shaking my head at you.
Fair.
All right. Speaking of high, so are you picking the Steelers or the Raiders?
I think I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Oh,
I'm the only
Yeah.
one taking the Steelers to the Super Bowl, I guess.
interesting.
Like, it does feel like the kind of game where weird stuff will happen, and also like, I don't know. I don't trust a Matt Canada led offense.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that is fair. Next, Monday night. Okay, next Monday night game number 1. Eagles Buccaneers.
this is
coin
a lot
has
more
selected-
interesting.
The coin has selected the Buccaneers.
This game is a lot more interesting sounding than it did like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah. We all thought-
Also, I finally found out that they're doing the Monday night doubleheaders because of the writer strike.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
That
because
Because,
there's
like-
nothing on TV.
yeah. Live sports doesn't need writers.
but what the so what was the whole thing with that scriptwriter thing?
Oh, the commercials with Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, yeah. So what? So what did the do the
mean-
NFL writers
you
have
mean-
scabs?
You mean the TV lied to me? To sell me something? The audacity!
How dare they? Although I would believe that given all the chaos that's happened, that they are hiring scab writers.
I would absolutely believe that. If any, actually, there's plenty more organizations that I feel like would hire scabs. Like literally name a streaming service.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eagles Bucks. This could be fun.
Yeah.
What's the spread on this one?
It's closer than it.
Philly -5.
Yeah.
That feels about right. I think that would be exactly where I would put it if I were doing these things.
Yeah, but weirdly enough, I think I might actually take the Bucks in this.
Really?
Yeah, it's more than just. Well, again, the Eagles have been playing closer games than we've seen. Like again, first one was against the whatchamacallit, the Patriots, and they almost came back.
Patriots.
The Patriots, and they almost came back. Excuse me.
Mhm.
And then the previous week, or call if I got that right. Where are we?
Week
Eagles.
1 was the Patriots. Week 2 is the Vikings.
And the Vikings again, another close one. Even though
yeah, they blew a 27-7 lead.
So yeah, I think that the Bucks might actually pull off the upset here.
Don't.
I no, let him cook.
I'm putting water over the fire. Fire is out. Cooking
No.
is done.
Stop that.
Buccaneers will lose.
Oh dear! Oh come on, let me dream.
Leah, we're trying to win this thing. God damn it! Let him pick the weird bets.
Hey, I picked the Usually I do well with these like close bets. Like, you know what? I might pick the team because I think they might actually pull something off here. Also,
I would love to see it.
Also, I think the Buccaneers' defense is underrated.
It could very well be. It could very well be.
All right.
I do want to see, like Baker Mayfield going up against this Eagles secondary. That will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like
right.
I think that we have realized that Baker Mayfield does his best work when he is like the super underdog. Like
Oh yeah.
whenever you think he has no shot in hell of doing anything, like boom, he shows up and like makes people very sad.
All right. Yeah. All right. And finally,
And finally,
Rams taking on the Bengals.
the Puka Nakua show.
Or the Joe Burrow Panic Show.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? 40-something million a year does to a motherfucker.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did the Bengals not learn their lesson from the Ravens with Joe Flacco?
I mean, I think that Joe Burrow is a little bit better than Joe Flacco.
Fair enough.
Like, just because they're both named Joe does not mean they are equal.
Ah.
But yeah, like Bengals got to figure some shit out. They just released Lyle Collins. Oh wait, Joe Burrow uncertain for Monday night game.
Oh yeah, because he re-aggravated his calf injury.
Oh no.
Well,
I was thinking about taking Joe Burrow, but now I don't think, or taking the Bengals, but now I'm not so sure.
Well, I'm taking the Rams.
Feels weird, but I think I'm going to take the Rams too. I don't think that this Bengals team is complete right now.
What does the coin say?
the coin says, once I get it back, because I thought I did it, but I hadn't. Heads.
That's the Bengals.
All right. This is
Kitty
the
go
Bengals
meow.
fans.
It is now officially us versus the coin on the last game.
I mean, a lot of the time it's us versus the coin.
Mm-hmm. Coin makes very questionable
Wait.
decisions sometimes.
One.
It's only a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bengals, what was it? Yeah, it's just the Bengals and the Bears game. Sorry, the Bengals, the Bears, and the Cowboys game.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yep. So that concludes week 3. We're going to move on to week 4. Nikki, now now before we started this, you are taking classes, correct?
Yes. So right now I am in a class, or not yet, but starting next Monday, I'm going to be in a class that is going to be teaching me how to deal either craps or roulette, depending on how many people they get for the class.
Mm-hmm.
So I might not be here for the next couple of weeks because the classes are like basically the way my life goes right now is I work from 10 to 6 or 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I go to sleep and then I wake up and spend time with Teddy and then rinse repeat. And this is going to cut into a lot of my time, or these classes are going to cut into a lot of my time. So I'm probably going to sit out a couple weeks so that I can, actually be able to spend time with Teddy.
Yeah, that is fair.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time, we'll see you for week 4.